Hi, everyone. I'm Christine Tulley, President and Executive Writing Coach at Defend, Publish, and Lead, and welcome to episode 151, Holiday Gift Recommendations for 2023. If you've been listening to us for a while, we usually do a holiday gift episode just in case you're looking for something for that special writer in your life or something for yourself or a suggestion to give to others for you. And I just want to say something at the beginning of this podcast because somebody asked me this one time, and I don't know why I never thought to say anything about it. None of these products are products that I sponsor. These are either suggestions that I'm interested in asking for myself, or over the years, I've thought about these as ideal products for writers. So I should say some of them are products, some of them are more digital. It's just kind of a mix of things. So just unique things that I think are really cool for writers. That's our focus for today. So if you are watching this on YouTube, you're going to see pictures of these items. But for anybody listening audio only, there'll be links in the show notes. And if you're really interested in looking at something or it maybe gave you a good idea, you can catch them there. One other thing about these items, for the record, I probably am not going to ask for all of these on the list. I do try to find things that are a mix of more expensive and less expensive, and certainly that's relative to everybody's financial situation. This first one that I want to show you, because we always do a kind of a top 10 countdown. The first one I want to show you is the most expensive and probably the most luxurious, but I just thought it was so cool I had to include it. And what it is on screen right now is a retro keyboard. And basically it's a keyboard that looks like it's made with old typewriter keys. It's really cool looking. So I don't know who designed this, but basically it gives you the feel of typing on an old school typewriter as your keyboard instead of our current computer keyboards. Now, one of the things that this would be used for would be if you're using more of a desktop or you like to have an external keyboard to like an iPad or something like that. But if you check it out, really cool. There's a lot of people that make these. I was really surprised about this one, but this is not cheap by any means. It's $175 US. It's a luxury good. I am not even getting one for myself, but I just think this is really cool. And it's something that I like the idea of it. And I think the idea here is that we do luxury goods with lots of other things in our lives. You know, might do them for purses or for shoes or for cars or for other things. But if you're somebody that does like luxury things, I sort of like the emphasis on making writing luxurious. Not all the time. Certainly, this is based on your taste and what you're interested in. But I do kind of like the idea that there are things like this out there, that writing is important. It should be given the same value as some of the other things that we might be doing in our lives. So cool, kind of pricey, something to check out if you're interested. Another thing that I am definitely going to get is this makes me sound like such an old lady, but I am going to ask for an ergonomic seat cushion. And so there's a whole bunch of these, but I've just noticed the more I sit at my desk, the more my back hurts. And I just, just sitting there, I can't sit in the chair as long as I used to. And honestly, I do all kinds of other things. I use a standing desk. I sometimes will use we have a bike desk at my work that I could use, and a lot of times I will do some writing where I'm audio dictating and walking around, so I'm not sitting at all. But I do like the idea that if I know I need to sit there for a while, and part of what we have to do as writers in a lot of ways, a lot of times is sitting, and sometimes it's sitting for long hours because that's the time you have to do it. So I know for me, I can go a little bit longer if I'm more comfortable. And so I just found this kind of cool cushion. This one is $39.99 US. I don't know if that's a good price or not. I didn't look around a whole lot. I liked this one mainly because I like how it's designed. And for me, at least, it looks like, it's better than a very, cheap option, but it's not so expensive that if it doesn't work, I'm going to be really sad about it. So I like this one as an option. I have seen some, for the record, that are actually like mats that go across the whole back of an office chair and onto the seat. This is just literally a cushion. So I'm guessing you could probably like even throw it in the car for long road trips for those of us that are driving to families and things like that far away. Many academic positions are farther away than we maybe would like from family. So something else you could use it for. Another one that I thought was kind of funny, and it started making me think maybe we need to sell candles in the Defend, Publish, and Lead store, but somebody's actually made It's a Good Day to Write candle. Now, I'm sure you could go get any candle and slap a label on it that says it's a good day to write. So, graduate students, if you're on a budget, this might be a fun option. But I just thought it was cool. I thought it was kind of funny, and it's an option. This one that's on my screen is $23.99. I would not pay $23.99 for a candle, but I think it's a really cool option. It's a good idea. So maybe to think about some other things that could be turned into presents for writers, a candle is certainly an option there. Another one that I haven't explored these in a while, but I liked this particular one is this is a digital dissertation bundle. Lots of people have made these, but they're basically templates and worksheets to kind of help get organized with all the stages of a dissertation. So some of them are mapping out the different stages of the project. Some of them are places to brainstorm ideas. But I think this is a really great gift if you're somebody that is either in a PhD stage about to embark on a dissertation. If you're looking at something like this, is a very reasonable price. It's just $8.15, so very pretty reasonable US. And I think it gives you like 30. Yeah, it's a planner bundle, and it gives you like 30 different pages, and you can actually scroll through and see all the pages. So before you buy it, I would just check out if they're of use to you. I've had really good luck with digital downloads for this kind of thing. This one is a little bit more updated than some of the other ones I've seen, but I like that it gives you a lot of different options, and maybe use 5 of the pages, but they help you get through more of your dissertation, or at least plan out some of the stages a little bit better. That's totally worth it. It's a good hack for time savings. Another thing that I got really interested in was looking at something that's like a fun present for a writer, and just kind of gets into our creative juices. And so I found this thing called a story making box, where basically there's these little notebooks to write down ideas, and then there's also like a little area where you can put these little I don't know if they're like stickers or magnets to kind of mark different things. And it basically looks like the whole box, when you open it up, it kind of looks like a little library. It has a desk, it has a chair, it has a whole shelf with these little books to put ideas on. But I know something like this, just the novelty of it would make me more inclined to write down some good ideas I have for writing projects. So this one is $18 US. So it says it's for kids, but we're all kids at heart, hopefully. But I think this one would be a really fun and unique gift. So if you don't have a place to write down your ideas, you would know immediately this is what the purpose of this is for. And I just like that idea that it might be a way that it can trigger some creativity in the new year. So story making box is a fun one. Another one that I thought was really cool, I would probably not pay $50 for this because that's what it costs, but basically it is called a book nook. It is a picture of a wooden, it kind of looks like a triangle where basically you put your book over the triangle so it keeps your place and it doesn't wreck the book spine. And then this is the thing I love about it. Because most of you know from listening to the podcast, I love coffee. It has a spot for your coffee and then your reading glasses. So I just thought it was kind of adorable. I probably would not pay $50, but according to, I think this is in Uncommon Goods on that website, there's a site or a little note that says this sold 100 times in the last 48 hours. So I guess it's really popular. But honestly, we do a ton of reading. We always have a book cracked open somewhere. So I liked it just for that alone, that I can just actually have sort of a space in progress. Because here would be another thing. I just mentioned the thing about the ergonomic seat cushion and standing up. For me, if I was working all day long and I was kind of working with a bunch of books, I hate to say it, if I could find a cheaper option to do this or something that would do something similar, I might buy a couple of these, because academics a lot of times are reading 3 books at one time, or 2 journals and 1 book or something like that. So I know a lot of what we read now is digital, but not all of it is. And in some disciplines, books are the currency. So if this is something that's interesting to you, or just in general for pleasure reading, if you're still reading not on an e-reader, if you're reading an actual like hardback book or paperback book, I love the idea of this. So a reading valet, and if my family is listening to it, I'm totally interested in this as a potential project, mainly because the cup of coffee just looks so inviting. Okay. Another thing I thought was the coolest thing I'd ever heard, I listened to an interview with another writer. I don't even remember what the podcast was, but in terms of writing tools, the one that was recommended was basically a regular old ballpoint pen that has a little flashlight tip on the bottom, so you can write on planes in the dark and nobody will be mad that you kept your light on. So I really liked this because you could see all kinds of scenarios where you might want to write in the dark if you're somebody that has to stay up. Moms, you've got a new baby, new fathers, same thing. If you're sitting there in the dark and you're kind of taking care of a newborn, but you don't want to have a bright light going, this could be an option for you. I just really like the idea, and honestly, it's really cheap. It's like I think you get a 2-pack for $9.87 or 87 cents US. So these light tip pens, I could totally see where this is a win without using like a phone flashlight or something like that. So another thing that I really thought was cool that I saw, this one I think I saw in Uncommon Goods also, but I think you could find this in multiple places, is basically a thing that goes over the side of your couch, which is a big pocket. And I've seen this before to hold remotes, but I haven't seen one that's big enough to hold like notebooks and your laptop and all these other things. I know that I've heard some horror stories from a couple of our clients about, kids or dogs or, partners or whoever sitting on a laptop that was just laying there on a couch. This would basically be a spot where you could dump everything into the side pocket to make room for people to sit down. And this one was $23. So I'm sure that you could find another one. I mean, this one looks nice. It looks pretty heavy duty, but I'm sure you could find something a little bit cheaper. But I think this would be a good option for a present if you're looking for something like that. Another one that I am going to invest in, because I see this more now than ever, I'm trying to think, I have a ThinkPad. I think that's Lenovo. I'm just looking at this again. A Lenovo ThinkPad computer. And I know that you can get these blue screen protectors. And I just looked up if there was one for my actual laptop. And there is. That's the one I'm showing on there. But basically getting it's a 2-pack of a blue screen protector that you can just like lay flat over your laptop. Or if you have a computer monitor, like a desktop monitor, you could lay it over that, just to make sure that you're not getting so much of that blue light glare from the screen. So I've been somebody that I don't have blue light glasses. I haven't done anything about any of this, but I can tell just from the longer I work and look at my screen that this is probably something I need to invest in. So I know for this one, I probably will go ahead and get the 2-pack of these blue screen protectors, and they are $15.28 for the one that I'm looking at. But when I dug around a little bit in Amazon and some other places, they have them for all kinds of different laptops. So if you have if you have a Mac, if you have a Dell, any other kinds of laptop, you'll be able to find a screen protector. And this probably also goes for anybody that's got like a tablet. If you're using that a little bit more, that might be an option for you. So finally, our favorite present, which we mentioned last year, but now it looks a lot more swanky, is our Defend, Publish, and Lead gift bundle. If you're interested in buying this for yourself or for somebody else, we have a Defend, Publish, and Lead store now on our new website. So where to find that is if you are on our homepage and you go to About Us, there, just click on About Us and you'll find the store. There's a link there. But we have 2 different ways that you can do this. And this is something that if you want to suggest writing coaching hours to somebody to purchase for you, or you want to give them to somebody else, this is how you would do it. We sell gift certificates. So if you look down on the screen, for those of you that are looking at it on YouTube, there is a gift certificate. You'll be able to go log in, who do you want the gift certificate made out to? How many hours do you want them to get? Anybody in the US, we do mail a hard copy gift certificate. We also can do digital if you prefer. There's ways that you can write notes in there. Also, we can give you the gift certificate with a whole bundle and some wrapping paper. So if you want some holiday wrapping for it, we have done gift bundles where we've included our $25 set of all our laptop stickers, a mug, a pen, a gift certificate of the hours that you want to purchase on top of that. And then we wrap it all up and we have holiday cards. So you can do all that notation to me. Let me know how you want to do it. On the store, you are able to customize it and you can write notes, but you can also email me at Christine@defendandpublish.com if you want to find out how to do this a little bit better. So gift bundles are really popular at this time of year. I should also mention that we are running our holiday coaching special at the time this episode comes out. So what we do with this one is that all of our hours, this is the cheapest they ever are in the year. We have like a throwback special, but we do discount our hours by $10 an hour at this time of year, just from December 1st to December 31st. So if you're interested in taking advantage of that, you can talk to me how we do that. So there's a couple of different ways that can take place. Christine at defendandpublish.com. And you can also do that, purchase things on the website to make those available to you. If you want the holiday hour coaching discount, you will want to email me because you have to use a discount code for that. So hopefully this gives you some ideas about some presents that you might think about doing with yourself or for yourself and others. And happy writing this week.